Hi everyone. In this series of tutorial, I introduce how to develop Openharmony apps. And first of all, in this video, I would like to introduce the story of Openharmony, as known as the pronounced hormone in Mandarin pinyin. Firstly, I'd like to tell my story with Harmony OS. The first time I heard about HarmonyOS was the year 2019. As we all know, the ban of the mobile chips that accelerated the HarmonyOS coming to the front. At the beginning, it had some features of Open Harmony working with Android compatibility. So here comes two concepts of Harmony operating system. One is we can say Harmony OS, as we know on the phone. The other is the open source project Openharmony. That is like for Android, there is AOSP. This is the Android open source project, and the commercial release of every phone brands, they have their commercial releases, Android. So here comes two concepts of Harmony operating system. One is very famous Harmony OS, as we know on the phone. The other is the open source project Openharmony. First, let's talk about Harmony OS. I found a diagram of the timeline of the Harmony operating system. As we can see, there are two branches. One is this, one is this. This is for Openharmony. On the above is Harmony OS. So first, let's talk about Harmony OS. It is mostly known running on the phone. The announcement of Harmony OS was in a rush. Besides, no one will use a phone that has no software ecosystem. So Harmony OS working with Android was a right strategy, in my opinion. For normal users, transferring smoothly from Android to Harmony OS is always the best way. That's why many people were discussing whether it's a new OS or just another release of Android. Because at the very beginning, we can see Harmony OS looks no much difference from Android. We can check the timeline. There are many Chinese characters. For English users, you may hard to read, but we can recognize the years. So let me tell you the story. On the year 2019, Harmony OS 1.0 announced. This version of Harmony OS is for IoT devices. And to the year 2020, Harmony OS 2.0 announced. This is the point Harmony OS goes on the phones. And meanwhile, Huawei donated the source code of Openharmony to an organization. And this is the point Huawei donated the Openharmony source code to OpenAtom. And then both lines are growing themselves. Because for end users, Huawei needs to maintain their operating system on their phones. And for the Openharmony branch, this is preparing for the future. And we can see this diagram ends on the year 2021. So this picture is not updated. Actually, this Openharmony merging to Harmony OS is on the year 2024. Before 2024, these operating systems on the Huawei phones, they are Harmony OS with Android compatibility. And on the year 2024, Huawei announced the commercial release of Openharmony. They call that Harmony OS Next. This Harmony OS Next is totally based on Openharmony. So if your phone is running Harmony OS 5 or above, they are now completely based on Openharmony. So this is the general timeline of Harmony operating system. Openharmony is the next generation of we can say IoT operating system or a mobile operating system. Actually, their concept is connecting all devices, let them working together. For the open source project Openharmony, this operating system can be trimmed to a very small size, so it is able to run on IoT devices that has very limited hardware resource. It's officially separated to three kinds of devices considering the hardware resource. Many devices with only 128 kilobytes memory, like sensors and wearable devices, are also supported. Let me type on the screen. Many devices, they are about 128 KB memory. If your devices are more sufficient, they are called small devices for 1 MB memory. And the last one is called standard device. They have memories above 128 MB. For example, our mobile phones. Our mobile phones, nowadays we have more than 16 gigabytes of memory. They are all standard devices. Harmony OS is not just another replacement of Android. The new feature I'm very interested very most is the distributed soft bus. Devices can be easily share data with each other using distributed database. Apps can be transferred from one device to another. All the devices running Openharmony can be gathered together and cooperating easily. Not only that, there are more features that trying to fix the issues current mobile OS is facing. Openharmony is going to let the developers be able to develop once and deploy to multiple types of devices easily. For the UI development, it provides declarative programming, which these years becomes more popular on mobile phones. It provides better permission management than iOS. It has AI module in very low level of the system's code. This is the general introduction of Harmony operating system. Thanks for watching.